Hi there, Lee here, welcome to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about this little widget, gadget or knick-knack, whatever you wish to call it. I'm going to be explaining what it is, what it does and how it can explain or how it can help with your crypto mining operation. So if you're doing any sort of crypto mining at all, you will need one of these because it's going to be really helpful for you. So what the device actually is, or what it's sometimes called, is a kilowatt meter, or just like a watt meter or a plug-in power meter. It goes under a few different names, mostly in America and Canada. They normally call it a kilowatt meter. In the UK we don't have any branded ones that I'm aware of, so just like a watt meter would be the most or the best description of the device. So what it actually does is it measures the amount of power that you're using at the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a few things with you, and I'll just show you exactly how it works and the information that it provides and how that can be useful to you. The reason why you want one of these devices is to see exactly how much electricity you're using at the wall. If you don't know how much electricity you're using, you could be running your mining rig at a loss. So you might think you'll be earning coins, whatever the coin is that you're actually sort of mining, but you might be actually losing money because it's costing you more money in electricity than you're making back on your whatever the coin is that you're mining. So that's why one of these devices is really useful. Okay, so what you would do with the actual watt meter is you would plug it into your outlet like you normally would, your normal plug socket. I'm just using an extension lead just for the purposes of this video, but you just plug it into your normal wall socket. If I turn it on, it should do like a screen test. Hopefully you guys can see those displayed there. So just like a power and self test. Then what I've got here is just a plug for a fan, just to show you the operation of the actual device itself. I'm just trying to get it in focus. I can't quite see on the actual monitor, but hopefully it's coming through good for you. So by default it tells you how much power is available. So on the left hand side we have the voltage, then the ampage, wattage, frequency and kilowatt hours. The ones that we really want to be using, there's only really two of them that we're going to be using. One is the wattage, and the second one is the kilowatt hours. They're the most important two for your normal crypto mining operation. So I'll just show you how it works. So right now it's set to voltage. What we want to do is we want to set it to, I'll just show you the ampage as well. At the moment nothing's being used because the fan is not on and nothing is being pulled through it. The second one is wattage. So you can see that's currently at zeros. Kilowatt hours should also be 0 as well, so it's basically a clean start. So if I just go back to the wattage here. Now if I turn the actual fan on, I'll just put it on like a low setting. That's just sort of firing up. You might be able to hear it just sort of whirring away a little bit in the background. So it's just on a low setting at the moment, and it's using just under 25 watts. So you can see how that works. So obviously if you've got it plugged into your PC at home, you would see how much wattage you're using on idle. When you fire up your graphics card for GPU mining, what you will notice is a big increase in the actual power draw from the actual machine itself. And then what this will tell you is that how much power you're actually using overall from the system. So a typical home computer, for normal sort of operations, you're probably going to be using about 100 watts. But if you've got like a decent graphics card and you're using it full on for mining, the graphics card itself will probably use about 200 watts on its own, plus the rest of your actual computer itself. So then you're looking at about 300 watts or something if you're got the machine sort of fully loaded. So now if I just turn the fan up, I'll put it onto like a medium setting. You can see the wattage is going up there, and then a higher setting, and you can see it sort of increasing again. So these are all fairly low wattages, because it is just a cooling fan, nothing particularly special. If I plugged it into a PC, you're going to be using drastically more power because it uses a ton of power in processing, and also the processing itself transforms into heat, so that uses a lot of power as well. What I'll also show you, let me just, I'll just put the fan back down onto low. So the other part that's really important and useful, so this is going to tell us how much watts we are using. So like I say, your average mining rig with just a single graphics card might only use 300 watts. So that's useful information. The other thing that we want to look at is this yellow button, which is the kilowatts per hour. So most electricity is priced in kilowatts per hour, and a kilowatt is 1,000 watts for 1 hour. So if you're using 300 watts, then for every sort of 3 hours and a little bit, then you're going to be using 1 kilowatt hour. So this can tell you how much electricity you're using over the period of time. So if I left this running overnight, what this is going to do is going to count up. It's going to use. It's got a basically like a mini calculator inside it. So it's going to work out how many watts we're using and over a certain period of time. And then it's going to give us a total, which is our actual kilowatt hours use. So I haven't had this plugged in. Obviously when you plug it in, it does like a reset, so it starts from 0. But if I left this overnight, you'll see how many kilowatt hours. And if it's only using 40 watts, it's not going to use very much power at all in terms of actual kilowatts. To give you an example, if you let me just, I'll grab a calculator. Actually, I won't. I will show you on screen what 40 watts works out as, what 100 watts works out as. I'll give you like a kilowatt sort of rating on those devices. So that's the kilowatt hours. And then if you press this button again, it's just the actual timer. So it's been on for 4 minutes. So you can just sort of see that there. So I think that covers the basics of this device. It's really useful if you're mining, and you can just keep a good gauge on exactly how much electricity you're using and how much it's actually costing you. A lot of people do forget that when they are mining. So that's it for this video. I thought that might be useful for you. Hopefully it has been. Please let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.